Alright, welcome back YouTube. It's King Red Diamonds here, and I am back for another Nioh 2 video. Today I will be showing off my WaterBender build. And as you can tell by the name, I am using water for today's element. If you do not know, water is inflicting saturation on an enemy is pretty much a defense debuff. So if you're familiar with the weakness talisman, you're basically going to debuff the enemy by inflicting saturation, and you're going to deal increased damage. It's simple as that. Yeah. So I'm using the Frost Blossom Claw Fists. Reason why I'm using the claws is because they're my favorite weapon on the game, and I'm better with the claws than I am with any other weapon. So I feel as though if you're good with a certain weapon, try to get that element or whatever build you're working, try to incorporate that weapon into it. It's cool to, you know, broaden your horizons with other weapons, but if you feel as though there's one weapon that you're more familiar with and you're better with, by all means use that weapon. Now, it's not to say I can't use other weapons. I just like the claws or the fist weapons better. I'm also using the Splitstaff in this build, so you will see me switch between my claws and Splitstaff every now and then. So yeah, for our skill-based players, both of these weapons together are a dream come true. If you're a very good skill-based player, both of these weapons together are a dream come true because they combine close and personal with distance. Basically, you can keep your distance while using the Splitstaff, and you can get up close and personal with the claws. Plus, both of these together combo very well with each other. So if you can get both of these, by all means do so. But I am running the Grace of Awatsumi, which is the saturation based grace. As you can see, it gives me 25% saturation, key damage versus a saturated enemy plus 15%, an extra 30% water damage, and another 20% melee damage versus a saturated enemy, which is a lot. So next, we're going to go through our equipment. Of course, I'm pairing it with Susano because of the versatility. But our equipment is just randomized, of course. You're going to try to get as good equipment as you can under the grace that you want. So get to grinding, guys. It took me a while to get some of Watasumi's. I had to keep on grinding Underworld in order to get these. So that's where you're going to find most of the graces. I think there is a certain post on the Nioh Reddit. I'll try to post it in my description, where it shows you the certain levels and certain floors of Underworld where you can basically farm the certain grace that you want. So that's where I got these pieces for Watasumi. Well, this one piece at least, and these weapons. Yasukani Magatama, of course, for set bonus requirements, reduced by -1. Wise General's Pillbox, because Wise General's Pillbox is really good. If you use a medicine, you get faster key recovery, but also you can roll life recovery on a rid absorption on your Wise General's Pillbox as well as your Magatama. So having life recovery on a rid absorption on both and your chest piece allows you to gain a lot more health back, especially with the longevity of Ultimate Constitution, which I am running on this build because of the regen. Ultimate Courage, of course, because fists are key heavy and you want to try to get transform bonus courage on your fist weapons. Courage is already on Splitstaff, so you don't need to worry about it, but it works out perfectly because they scale with both courage, so you know the damage will be really good. Steel Talisman, of course, for defense, rejuvenation for life regen, barrier for key recovery speed and instant yokai pool purification. Extraction for our life recovery on a real absorption to help us gain more life back when we're fighting. Arch Yokai for anima gain, and Lightning Familiar for confusion. These are just my typical ninjutsu speed running stuff, so those aren't really important for the stages I'll be running, but just if you want to copy those down, by all means, they're really good. They're helpful for when you want to just get through a stage, like maybe you're going through Twilight missions or doing Underworld and you just want to just speed run it to get to the final boss. But yeah. Next, we're going to go talk about our Guardian Spirit. We are using Izanagami. Izanagami is the melee damage versus saturated enemy Guardian Spirit. Basically, it's giving me extra 15% stacked onto what I already have as, I think, 20%. So I'm getting an extra 35% melee damage versus saturated enemy just because of Izanagami. Plus it has like that nice little increased attack bonus when you use a medicine, but you won't really be using medicines with this build because it's too powerful. Guardian Spirits I have on it, Soul Core, I'm sorry, that I have on it, Yuki, because of that melee damage versus saturated. Anytime you run a water-based build, you want to include Yuki in it. You want to include it because it comes with melee versus saturated enemy. It's very good. It helps a lot. Once I get me an ethereal Yuki, that will be increased even further more than 14.4%. So once I get that, it will definitely be put on this build. Epon, of course, because of the stun lock and just the massive key damage it does to enemies. And Yasha, because if I ever want to just put saturation on an enemy without fighting, Yasha, boom, pop a Yasha, it shoots out that little wave you see, instantly saturation enemy no matter what. And it even pushes them back to create a little space so you can gather yourself. But that's pretty much it. Second Guardian Spirit is just Yaonami Hime, just for the life drain or water attacks. Pretty good. It's not the best, but it helps. As for our stats, we are running 150 Constitution because of the ultimate Constitution. 115 in the Heart and Magic because Heart scales. Heart is a secondary scaling stat on the fists, and Magic is a secondary scaling stat on the Splitstaff. Courage is at 200 because of both my weapons are scaled to max out to scale to damage with courage basically. So max courage always. Stamina is at 45 to meet weight requirements to be in B agility. Strength is at 10 just for soft cap. Skills at 10 soft cap. Dexterity is at 30 for just to meet the ninjutsu capacity. And then, like I said, Magic is at 115 because of I wanted to scale with Splitstaff. When I get more points, I'll put them into Heart and Magic just to try to get those maxed out. That way I can remodel my equipment, my weapons to scale with both of those, and they'll just do even more damage. Not to mention having Magic this high helps your Magic items last and longer and perform better. So just having my Magic this high is really good. I'll use those. Boom. But as for the build, that's pretty much the gist of it. The rundown. It's really good. It's a very powerful build. When you inflict saturation, you're going to be doing so much damage. It's going to be ridiculous. But we're going to hop into some gameplay and we'll show off the build. But before then, I ask that you guys please like, comment, and subscribe. My Purifying Monk build has been doing so well, and I thank you guys so much for it. It really means the world to me. For me to be such a small channel and to get so many views on it, it's the best. I really appreciate it. So if you guys like this build, please stick around for more. I will be putting out more videos. Every time I come up with a new build, I will be showing you guys. I'll be putting it out, letting you guys see it, letting you guys react to it, do whatever you want to it. Give me the feedback you want. Tell me what you want to see. If you want to see me do a certain build, even if you want to see me do a certain weapon, if you're sick and tired of seeing me use fists or claws, say, hey, why don't you do a dual sword build? Do an Odachi build. Shit, do a axe build. Let me know. Give me feedback and I will get right into it, okay? So we're going to hop into some gameplay and I'll see you guys then. Alright guys, we're back in my favorite event. I don't even need to explain it. It's in every one of my videos and it will continue to be in every one of my videos. This is the best place to test out any build, bar none. So let's hop right into it. Look at that. Look how much damage that does. Just because he was saturated. caught me. He's done. Beautiful. That one limitless punch completely destroyed him. That's how much damage water-based builds do. Saturation on an enemy is honestly OP. So if I was to get this build even more min-maxed out, I'd be doing a ridiculous amount of damage. But we're gonna go to the next stage. Alright guys, so I decided to hop into a scroll mission, a scroll of the Nioh mission. I think it was like a recommended level of 546 or something like that, so I'm pretty much going to destroy it. This mission also goes up against a water-based yokai, so it's a pretty good show of how water would do against a water yokai. So it's not going to be too much effect, but the amount of damage I'm going to be putting out is not going to matter. So we're going to hop right into it. He's done. We're done. Did you see this build still just destroys? It doesn't matter if he's a water-based yokai or not. I'm going to be put out so much damage, it's just unstoppable, honestly. Paired with versatility, you're not going to lose. That's just how it is. This build goes crazy. It's ridiculous. But we're going to go to the next battle. Alright, so we hopped into Winds of Ruin. As you know, fighting human enemies is a lot tougher than fighting yokai enemies. And Winds of Ruin is in the very last region of the game, so it's a pretty tough stage to go up against, especially if you're not prepared for it. So we are going to see how well our build, our WaterBender, does against humans. Let's do it. Let's go. Beautiful. Let's go. Who's next? He's done. Yeah, that guy's pretty damn tanky, so it's going to take a little more to get him out the way. He's done. Goodbye. Yeah, I hate Kaido the most because he throws out those goddamn caltrops that slow you down pretty much. Beautiful. She's done. Look at that. Beautiful. So much damage. So much damage. Like, this build is ridiculous. And like I said, for your skill-based players, oh, this build is a wet dream. Oh, this build is a wet dream because you can pair it with the Splitstaff and as you can see, they both can do a ridiculous amount of damage, especially if you get that saturation up. And like I said, I'm not really the best skill-based player, so you know, sometimes I'm not gonna do combos as well as some other YouTubers may do. But as you can see, the build is so powerful, even I can get the job done. But that's gonna be it for the video. I appreciate you guys stopping by. If you like my WaterBender build, please let me know. Come back for more videos. Give me some suggestions on builds that you may want to see. I'm open for all suggestions, so you know, let me know, guys. I appreciate you stopping by. It's King Red Diamonds, and I am out.